Hello and welcome to our build-up for the India-South Africa match at the Eden Gardens. Behind us, Victoria Memorial. Eden Gardens is 2 minutes away. We are at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, one of the most iconic venues here in our city. Subtext, Virat Kohli's birthday. Plenty to talk about in this clash of the table toppers. And to set it up, we've got our group here, we've got our group at the Eden Gardens. From the Eden Gardens, you will soon see Debashish, you will see Shubhayan, and you will see Gargi joining us. And in my frame now, Trisha Ghoshal, Shormishtha Guptu, Ishan Shahane, and of course Manush Topadar. So this is how we will build up to this big game at the Eden Gardens. Manush, let me start with you. India, South Africa, really the clash of the table toppers. Two top teams playing cricket at their very best.
Absolutely, and the way South Africa has been playing, they have been under the radar, and that's why probably they haven't choked. And hopefully they will choke against India. But one thing, I mean, cricketers are superstitious. I remember 2011, the only match India lost was against South Africa, and India went on to win the World Cup. So I don't mind India. I mean, I'm hoping India will win. But if it happens and India goes on to lift the cup on 19th, I don't mind a bad day against South Africa.
Absolutely, I think. We have been discussing this continuously that we want India to win, to lose one match in the league stage, and why not against South Africa? I think South Africa has been a top team so far. Also, what Manoj said, I'll disagree to it a little. South Africa showed their old glimpses against Netherlands when they lost to Netherlands this time. But having said that, the kind of momentum that India has, and it being Virat Kohli's birthday, why not a Virat special and we win? We chase because that's where Virat Kohli is the master, and we win.
So Trisha basically is talking about 11 out of 11, 9 out of 9, and then of course those two matches, the semi-final and the final. Before I go to Ishan, Shormishtha, we are at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club. You've been a rider here for 4 years. Why don't you set it up for our viewers about the club, what this club means to our city as well?
Yes, so where we are now, it is a heritage location of this city. We are at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, and behind me you can see the greens, the club's greens. So the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, it dates back to 1847 when the club was set up, and this has been the premier racing body in Asia and in the city. It has regulated race courses throughout the colonial era. The winter races are a very heritage event. The Viceroy would open the events. The Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, who just recently passed away, they have been here at this venue. So it's a very heritage venue. The winter races are very, very famous here, and a very glamorous location. The ladies and gents all come very glamorously decked up for the races. So it's an amazing venue.
That's what it is. I mean, I've been part of this city since birth. I don't see this green in any other part of the city. When you come to this club, all you see in front of you is Victoria Memorial, and this entire expanse of green pleases you, exactly like Virat Kohli does. Pleases you with that cover drive. On that note, Ishan Shahane, when you watch Virat Kohli, when you watch Rohit Sharma, when you watch a Mohammad Siraj, where is the toxic India? We don't see that. That's my question to you. How good has this team been? And as a fan, as a journalist, what have you sort of felt when this team has been on song?
I think this Indian team has been just fantastic because right before the World Cup, they lost to Sri Lanka. There was a lot of pressure. They lost to Bangladesh. They've been losing matches before the World Cup, but right when the World Cup came, all of them as a unit have come together. They've been performing really well, whether it's the bowlers, the batsmen are stepping in. So overall, the team contribution has been perfect, which is, I think, the most beautiful time for them to all come together because there's no bigger occasion than a World Cup to get all your best players playing at their best form. So, fantastic.
Yeah, and that's the point, and that's got fans going. That's exactly what has got fans going. We've spoken to fans about Virat's birthday and about fandom per se. Our reporters have been, including Ishan, have been covering the team all over India. What are the fans saying? Let's see that before I come back and take my second round of questions with my guests. Fans for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Virat. Happy birthday, Virat.
हाँ ज़रूर ये बहुत स्पेशल पिक है मेरे लिए। यहाँ पे 3 दिन आके मैंने दिन के सामने ये तस्वीर बनाया है। तो यहाँ पे मैंने एक स्टोरी क्रिएट करने का कोशिश किया जहाँ पे विराट कोहली सेंचुरी के बाद हंस रहा है, सेलिब्रेशन कर रहा है, और वो जो सेलिब्रेशन है अनुष्का को डेडिकेट कर रहा है। और हम लोग जानते हैं कि किसी का भी सक्सेस के पीछे उसका पापा मम्मी का ब्लेसिंग्स रहता है। तो यहाँ से उसका पापा भी खुश है बहुत सारा, और वहाँ से ब्लेसिंग्स भी दे रहे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं उसका पापा भी है। और दूसरा चीज़, यहाँ पे मैंने चेस बोर्ड दिखाने का कोशिश किया, अभी तक कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, चल रहा है काम। और यहाँ पे किंग जो है, यहाँ पे किंग है किंग कोहली, और उसके साथ यहाँ पे और एक चीज़ दिखाने का कोशिश किया जो है किशोर कुमार, जो कोहली का सबसे अच्छा फेवरेट है। तो कोहली को एक बार पूछा गया था कि अगर ज़िंदगी में किसी के साथ मिलना चाहते हो तो किसके साथ मिलना चाहते हो तुम, तो कोहली ने बताया था कि किशोर कुमार से। आज तक नहीं हुआ क्योंकि वो पास ही पास है। तो यहाँ पे मैंने मेरा जो कैनवस है वहाँ पे मैंने कोशिश किया कोहली का जितना सारा फेवरेट चीज़ है सब कुछ पेंटिंग करने का, बस एक फ्रेम में, बस यही मैंने कोशिश की। अगर हो पाएगा तो हम कोशिश करेंगे विराट कोहली को गिफ्ट करने के लिए। हैप्पी बर्थडे विराट कोहली, दिस इज़ ओनली फॉर यू।
Happy birthday, Kohli! Happy birthday, King Kohli!
Happy birthday, King Kohli. I am your biggest fan. I have been following you for since many years. I have been waiting for 58 ODI century and 100 centuries.
কোহলির খেলা অসম্ভব ভালো লাগে, তার খেলার স্টাইল, তার সব কিছু আমরা ফলো করি। আশা করি সে সেঞ্চুরি করবে।
Happy birthday, Virat. I really hope that you go on to score a big daddy 100 on your birthday.
We want century from Virat.
बिल्कुल ही बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं पहले तो विराट पाजी को, क्योंकि इतना बड़ा दिन है और जो उनका जन्मदिन मनाया जाएगा, बहुत ही अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं विराट पाजी, और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं उनको जन्मदिन की। विश यू वेरी हैप्पी बर्थडे विराट पाजी। रन मशीन है और देश के लिए इतना कुछ किया है, और उनको मतलब दिल से सलाम है। और कल वो सेंचुरी आ जाए बर्थडे वाले दिन तो वो अलग ही सोने पे सुहागा होगा, और पूरा देश उस जन्मदिन को मनाया जाएगा और सचिन की बराबरी वो करेंगे, और बहुत ही दिल खुश होगा, क्योंकि विराट पाजी एक लौते एक ऐसे इंसान है जो क्या इतनी सेंचुरीज का रिकॉर्ड वो अकेले बना रहे हैं, और देश को जो एक रो पे लेके जा रहे हैं। विराट जो ब्रांड दिया है, सब लोग उनको प्यार करते हैं, और वो वाकई सिंग इज किंग है, किंग कोहली। और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं विराट पाजी को। बस कल पाजी एक सेंचुरी चाहिए, विराट पाजी चक दो फटे, तुम जियो हजारों साल, यही है दुआएं हमारी। सत श्री अकाल पाजी।
One important point about the World Cup now, and that I want to talk about at the very start of this show, because as we get closer to the game, we'll see what our reporters are talking about from Eden Gardens. Shubhan, Debashish and Gargi there as well, and we will build up. But very important for India, no Hardik Pandya. And that came one day before. It was a big blow. We were thinking he'll be back. We were thinking we'll get him for the semi-finals. How important is Hardik Pandya's loss for India, especially when the other teams, New Zealand looked very good, Australia started to look good, South Africa looking very good. Trisha, why don't you go first before I go to Manush with the same question?
I think with the last 2-3 matches, we already have seen that without Hardik Pandya, it's a loss. The balance of the team gets a little, I would say, disturbed. And I'm saying a little because of Shami's form. Had Shami not been in form, then it would have been a big worry. What ideally Hardik Pandya missing out does is, probably I don't see Ashwin playing in the World Cup again unless, in the next 3-4 matches, something happens and one of the pacers are completely out of form, then maybe. Otherwise, that is the only change that happens. 3 pacers, 2 spinners, maybe the number 8 batter is what we are going to miss. So the top will be a little under pressure. Having said that, Rohit, Virat, all of them are performing. Sky needs to stand up now.
Somehow, I wish Hardik comes back fully fit as soon as possible, but somehow it has worked for India. Shami coming back, and India is playing genuine 5 bowlers right now. Shami, Siraj, Bumrah, form of their lives with 2 spinners, and also Sky did a good contribution in the last match against England, etc. So somehow the team combination has clicked. Ashwin factor is there, but India hasn't missed Hardik, honestly. Hardik's performance in the first 4 matches, it was there and thereabouts. But India really hasn't missed Hardik, and that should be the way to go for the next 3 matches.
I think he's made a very important point there, a telling point that India hasn't missed Hardik. Before I go to Ishan on Hardik and hardcore cricket, just tell us a little bit. Winter in Calcutta, RCTC, these stands, the reserve stands, people love to. It's an occasion, just like this cricket match is an occasion. Virat's birthday is an occasion when you used to ride. This club is part of Calcutta's DNA in the winter.
Yes, this club is part of Kolkata's DNA in the winter because, as I said before, the winter races are an event and it's still very glamorous as the colonial times. And, the grandstand opens up and this is also where people can, place their bets on the horses. So this city has a very, very long tradition of, horse racing. Some of the most famous horses and jockeys have raced on the tracks behind us. And also there is a riding school here where I used to be a member and I rode for several years. And, they take in retired race horses who are then, used for recreational purposes. So it's a very rich history of sport, of colonialism. And, it's the place to be in winter. There's a lot happening here.
Yeah, and exactly like Eden Gardens. I mean, it goes back to the 1840s. If I tell you the story of Eden Gardens in 1875, there was a match when Calcutta Cricket Club versus Baliganj, and the Baliganj Cricket Club team reached Eden Gardens. 2 tigers came out, and the match was abandoned because they got scared, turned back, went away. So there is all of this as part of Calcutta heritage. Back to Hardik Pandya, we are sort of back to the current day. Ishan, missing Hardik Pandya. Manoj made an important point. India hasn't missed him. Your thoughts?
Well, India hasn't missed Hardik Pandya, but you would always want someone like Hardik Pandya in your playing 11. He can bat, he can bowl, and he's an absolute asset to any team. The addition of Prasidh Krishna, I think, is a very tactical one because God forbid if Mohammad Shami or Siraj get injured before the final, you would want someone like Prasidh Krishna coming in and bowling. He's quick, he can hit the right lengths, and even though we have Shardul Thakur, but he's not an express pace bowler. So the addition of Prasidh Krishna is a big bonus.
The point that he's making is again important. If one of our bowlers, Trisha touched on it, one of our bowlers have a bad day, then what? We are playing 5, we don't have a 6. Yes, maybe Virat Kohli will bowl. And that actually brings me to Virat Kohli. It's time for me to toss to another package. We've spoken to a number of experts, but I need to get my colleagues in as well. But what have these experts talked about and what have they said about Virat Kohli? We are celebrating Virat Kohli's birthday today as part of our build-up show for India v South Africa. Cricketing experts from across the world on VK. Virat Kohli, happy birthday.
From the batter's point of view, Virat Kohli as well, he's a fantastic batter. One thing that I can tell you about Virat Kohli, you must, as a player or as a bowler, you should not abuse him. He starved for someone who will say something that will take him.
There's no question about it, and he will be India's strength key player, the player along with Rohit Sharma.
विराट, मैं एक ही छोटी सी बात बोलूंगा about विराट. विराट, he's like a 4-wheel car. आप उसे किसी भी situation में डालो, किसी भी hurdle से गुजारो, he's there and he's the man and he's done that so many times. I guess words are not enough to praise what he's done or he's doing.
So, he knows conditions. He reads the game really well. He knows when he can afford to take his time. He knows when he's got to up the ante. He knows how to, he knows how to chase a total better than any player in this format ever before him.
When you talk about Master Blast, you think about Sachin Tendulkar. The first name which comes to your mind is Master Blast, Sachin Tendulkar. But Virat Kohli is a class act. He's a class act. He has delivered so much not for India, but so much for the fans, for the lover of the game, to watch him bat. When he comes to bat in any format, nobody leaves their seat. They just want to watch him bat.
Get his stats better और अपनी जान को संभाले और करते जाओ. T20 से जान छुड़ाए यार, बस करें. और 50 से पता नहीं खेलना नहीं खेलना इसके बाद, लेकिन अपने 100 कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है उसकी वो करता रहे और इंडिया जीतता रहे और अपनी लेगेसी को एंजॉय करे.
Comparing him to Tendulkar, Tendulkar, if you look at the games, has slightly got a better conversion rate with the hundreds in that aspect. But when you look at the innings actually played, Virat Kohli's got a better record. So I just think he's got that hunger back. There's a little bit of pressure taken off him. I think he's got unfinished business, and that's probably the big danger for opposition teams is Virat Kohli.
So there you go. Experts talking about Virat Kohli and the man of the moment, 35, and we want him to continue for another, 4 or 5 years, at least till the Los Angeles Olympics. How about Virat Kohli with that Olympic medal around his neck? Raja's giving me a smile. That's what it is. Virat Kohli brings smile on the faces of people. Ishan, you go first. Your Virat Kohli story.
I think Virat Kohli stands out for courage because, there was a lot of he was going through a lot of issues, just a year and a half back. He was out of form. All his fans suddenly turned on him, and everyone was talking he should retire, he should not play anymore.
Did you say that?
I didn't say that. I'm a Kohli fan, so I didn't say that. But what's amazing is that, and I think we all can take inspiration from his story, is that the comeback. He didn't make too many comments. He didn't speak much. He performed with his bat. So actions speak louder than words, and that's a big story. I mean, that's an inspiration for every youngster who picks up a bat to play cricket. You want someone like Virat Kohli to inspire you, and I think it's just amazing to see how he's overcome through all those difficulties and become the champion that he always was. So.
And your father, who's played cricket at a very high level for Mumbai, again into fitness. You're into fitness. Virat Kohli and fitness. Does that inspire you as well?
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing to see how fit he is, even at this age. I mean, he's probably giving every 20-year-old a run for his money because he's so fit, and that's very inspiring. And that just shows that to play at the highest level, you always have to take care of your fitness. You have to be at the very best. You've got to be training every single day, and there are no shortcuts, no off days, and that's all that we can take from Virat Kohli. I mean, so much inspiration, which is obviously I've been inspired by him as well, and it's obviously come to me as well. So it's amazing.
One question to Shomishta before I go to my two other Virat Kohli fans on this show. This is a slightly critical one. While we are celebrating Kohli, we are celebrating sport. Look at the weather around us, or rather the pollution around us. Delhi, day before yesterday was 400 plus. Yesterday was 413. Calcutta was 230. Acceptable is 150. More than 300 will possibly get there as well. Players, they're not robots. They're going out there and performing. Bangladesh called off practice. England players are using asthma inhalers. This is not, we can do better as hosts.
Yes, and winter is a time when, pollution levels are generally higher, and that's something we've all been dealing with. Kolkata also, I mean, pollution levels, though they're not as high as Delhi, but they're quite high. But where we are, here on the race course, this is actually army land, so it's restricted to, a lot of traffic, except for club members here, or, some army vehicles passing by. It's really not much of vehicles or not much of people. So, this is a place which is actually one of the places in the city which is green, which is still green, because Kolkata is a city where you don't really see very much of green in the main city. So this is, in the heart of the city, it's still green. And as I said, in a little while, the horses will start to come out of the stables, later in the afternoon, the riding school horses, the main, the horses in the stables, the ones that, run the races, they'll all start coming out in a while. And it's going to be a wonderful sight to just watch them here from the veranda. And it's a place where I've always loved coming because, you can identify with nature here. You can identify, it's just nature, animals. It's a lovely place to come to.
Okay. She used the word green 3 times. Virat Kohli, evergreen. Trisha's story.
I think what about Virat Kohli stands out for me is when you're playing professional cricket for over a decade, people generally completely forget that they had started playing cricket because they enjoyed playing cricket. And he enjoys being there. He's dancing, he's interacting with the crowd, he's continuously, cracking some sort of a joke in the ground. He knows that everybody wants him to bowl. So the other match, he was continuously pegging Rohit, give me 1 over, give me at least 1 over. So he's still having fun. To have scored truckloads of runs, to have done so much, and also being under so much pressure. But he has not forgotten the main thing, that you should enjoy the game, and that's what inspires me.
Manoj, a more technical question for you. You've covered the sport for a long, long time. And South Africa, Virat Kohli versus Ngidi, Rabada, and of course Marco Jansen on an Eden Gardens wicket where there will be bounce, there will be carry. Set it up.
I think Virat is the perfect. I mean, the form he is in. I mean, and the way he's batting. I mean, I think it'll be a hard day for Ngidi, Rabada, or whoever faces in front of him. But since we are talking about Virat's story, I don't have a story, but I've learned something from him. I mean, a couple of years back when he lost, I mean, when he gave up captaincy, a lot of bad blood, controversies. I mean, it seemed the end of Virat Kohli. He was not among the runs. But the way he has come back, and today, I mean, couple of matches I've seen on television, I haven't been on the ground for some of the matches. I see the way he celebrates a wicket, animated it as if he has taken the wicket. I mean, the maturity he has shown, I mean, from setbacks as a leadership is not just the captaincy, is not the leadership. You can be a leader even if you are not the captain. That he has shown, I think.
Yeah, on that note, I mean, we are talking about, he said Rabada, Ngidi and Jansen will have a problem against Virat Kohli. How has Virat Kohli done at the Eden Gardens? 2009, first 100. If you think of the pink ball test, ball moving, another classic 100. So Eden Gardens has been pretty kind to Virat Kohli. Let's see Virat Kohli at the Eden Gardens. Virat Kohli at Eden Gardens is quite a special love affair. His first 100 against Sri Lanka. And thereafter he's gone on to play some very, very important and memorable innings. The two that come to mind straight up, against Pakistan, that amazing 50 when India was down. Pakistan was on top when Virat Kohli, in front of Sachin Tendulkar, in front of Amitabh Bachchan, played one of the most fantastic T20 knocks you can see. He managed to take India home and give us a famous victory. And thereafter, in the first pink ball test match at the Eden Gardens against Bangladesh, Virat Kohli was special. The ball jagging around, making it difficult for batsmen, and Virat Kohli yet another 100, setting it up for India. It was a very special effort. Can he get number 49 on his birthday at the Eden Gardens? Everybody is asking that. Like we said, Virat and Eden Gardens is quite special. As we build up to the toss, what will happen at the Eden Gardens? Prediction is for a batting belter. But as I said, there is another subtext, and that's Virat Kohli's birthday. We were talking about fitness. Why don't you start? Virat Kohli, I mean, not everybody needs to be a high performer or a high performance elite sportsman, but you have to take inspiration from the man on a day-to-day basis, looking at his cult of fitness, his diet, his regime, and all of that.
Yes, so I mean, Virat Kohli, of course, is a high-performing athlete, and most of us are not that. But for all of us, I think Virat Kohli is an inspiration if we want to be fit. How you can be very dedicated, how you can, and as Trisha said, he is not only fit and not only at the top of his game, but he's enjoying what he's doing. So I think those are very important life lessons that we can take from such an important public figure like Virat Kohli, that he enjoys what he's doing, he's at the top of his game, and at the same time he's so fit. Now we don't have to we don't have to be like Virat Kohli and resist all our cakes and all our good things. We can eat the things that we want, but I think there are lessons to be learned from his dedication.
She's actually given me the cue. So we will have a cake cutting in honor of Virat Kohli as part of our show, but that's a few minutes later. For the moment, we've been talking about Virat, we've talked about the Indian batting, but my three guests also, there is something called a Henrik Larsson. There is a David Miller. There is somebody called a Quinton de Kock at the top of the order with 400s looking at us and saying, hello, I'm there. So it's South African batting versus Indian bowling as well. Manoj Tapadar set that up.
I mean, this will really be a clash to look out for. I mean, the way the South African batters have performed, etc., and the way Indian bowlers have bowled, and vice versa, how the way Indian batters have performed and the South Africans have bowled, this will really be a top-of-the-table clash, and probably that clash between the two best teams in this World Cup. I mean, a clash, because most of India's matches have been one-sided wins, barring a couple of them. So this is probably a real test for India, and at the right time before the semis.
So one Ishan Shahane, 1, 2, 3, Rohit, Virat, Shubman. On the other side, 4, 5, 6, Henrik Larsson, a David Miller and an Aiden Markram. If you could get all 6 together, team of the World Cup. But South African middle order versus Indian bowling.
they're not going to have an easy time out there because our Indian bowlers have been bowling really well. Beat all three of them. All three of them have been getting wickets. Having said that, the South African batsmen have been playing really well. So it's going to be a very poised encounter. And it's going to be very, very exciting to watch. But I think Mohammad Shami will be our key man again. He's been outstanding, picking up a fifer in the last match as well. So a lot to be expected out of him. It's going to be really interesting to see how it goes.
Tisha, you have the last word. You have the last word before I close the show. Set it up. I mean, there are many sort of matchups like the way we want to talk about, right? Jasprit Bumrah against a Quinton de Kock. From the other side, a Mohammad Siraj against maybe somebody like at the top of the order. There are plenty of South African batters you will go for. Temba Bavuma, maybe not that kind of impact, but an Aiden Markram. Kuldeep Yadav against a Henrik Klaasen. Talk to me.
I think the moment you said Jasprit Bumrah and Quinton de Kock, I will remind my viewers that they have played for a long time for the same franchisee. So obviously both of them will be aware of each other's weaknesses. Also, Mohammad Siraj we have seen is a very momentum kind of a bowler. And since you said Bavuma is out of form, so that is also very interesting that, the moment you give Mohammad Siraj a sniff, he starts being dangerous. With Klaasen, David Miller, what I would like to see is because both David Miller, Klaasen, all three, in fact, Markram are very good players of spin. But Kuldeep has been in top form. He has been excellent and reading him has been a problem. So I am watching out for that battle. The other battle, of course, I'm watching out for is, I have to kind of agree with Ishan. Mohammad Shami, I'm a little partial towards Mohammad Shami, and it is only because of that wrist position. I cannot say how beautiful that wrist position is. So another fifer for Shami?
These guys are relentless, just like the Indian cricket team is too much they ask for. Having said that, Eden Gardens will be buzzing in exactly 30 minutes from now. Eden Gardens will be buzzing with fans. They are the real blood of this stadium and of this sport. We've spoken to fans the world over. What are they saying? Look at this fans package and we come back with the toss and then go to our team standing by at the Eden Gardens. Gargi Raut, Shubhan Chakraborty, Debashish Sen at the Eden Gardens. On the other side, it's G. Rajaraman with me for the toss, building up, giving you the teams. India v South Africa, Virat Kohli's birthday. We are building up in this big mega clash of the table toppers. But fans for you. There is one constant in human life, and that's fandom. You can change your food habits, you can change your dress, your political leanings might change, you might have a breakup with your boyfriend or girlfriend, but the one constant will always be fandom. A Virat Kohli fan at the age of 6 will die a Virat Kohli fan at the age of 80. And these are the fans who make sport what it is. They make the Virat phenomenon what it is. One of the most loved, one of the most followed sports persons in this planet. Millions and millions of followers on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and every other platform contribute to the making of the Virat phenomenon. They make the brand. If he doesn't score, they don't score with him and feel depressed. If he gets 100, they celebrate with him and he trends on Twitter as a celebration. That's what Virat Kohli is about. He is an emotion. He is the most revered, loved, talked about and followed sports person for Indian fans. So while we celebrate Virat's birthday, we also celebrate these fans for they make Virat what he is. Over the next few minutes, it is a celebration of Virat and also of his fandom. Enjoy, and if you are a Virat fan, think what is your contribution to this phenomenon as well, because it's you who have made Virat what he is.
Happy birthday, Virat. I really hope that you go on to score a big daddy 100 on your birthday. We want century from Virat.
Happy birthday, Kohli. Happy birthday, King Kohli.
Happy birthday, Virat. Virat Kohli is a great player. He does not need any message. We love them. Across the border, we are from Pakistan, but he's my most favorite player in the Indian team.
Also celebrate his birthday very nicely, and he's my inspiration. I also like him, and I want to be like him, a cricketer, a best cricketer.
Are you looking forward to a century from Virat Kohli on that match?
Yes, full century or half century or so.
Will you expect him to 49 century on this special ground on his birthday? As the occasion is not only the occasion is already set. His birthday will be a momentous event to score 49 century and touch Sachin Tendulkar's. Happy birthday, Virat!
তার খেলার স্টাইল, তার সব কিছু আমরা ফলো করি। আশা করি সে সেঞ্চুরি করবে।
বিরাট কোহলি নিয়ে তো কিছু বলার নাই, সে তো কিং কোহলি, অ্যান্ড সে অলওয়েজ তাকে রেসপেক্ট করি। অ্যান্ড উইশ ইউ ভেরি হ্যাপি বার্থডে বিরাট কোহলি। হ্যাপি বার্থডে, অগ্রিম বার্থডে শুভেচ্ছা কোহলিকে।
আশা করি বার্থডের দিনে সে ইন্ডিয়াকে ভালো একটা উপহার দিবে।
তো আশা করি বার্থডেতে সে একটা সেঞ্চুরি করবে, অ্যান্ড সেঞ্চুরি করে টেন্ডুলকারের সমান কি सेंचुरी करते 49।
मेरी तो यही बेस है विराट भाई, कलकत्ता में उनका बर्थडे है तो बर्थडे वाले दिन तो 100 बनता है।
On behalf of all the fans across the globe, a big happy birthday to the greatest legend, the run machine, one and only Mr. Virat Kohli. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nagar's legend. We love you. Always one big salute to you. You are the rock star. Virat bhai, a very very happy birthday. ठीक है, गुड विशेष फ्रॉम पाकिस्तानी सपोर्टर्स एज ए क्रिकेटर सपोर्टर्स। थैंक यू, गुड लक।
Happy birthday, King Kohli. I'm your biggest fan. I've been following you for since many years. I've been waiting for 58 ODI century and 100 centuries.
हैप्पी बर्थडे विराट कोहली सर, आप अच्छे और रिकॉर्ड बनाए और तोड़े, और विश बहुत ज़्यादा आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा बधाई, और आप 49 सेंचुरी कंप्लीट करो, और हम आपके लिए बहुत बड़े बिग फैन हैं, और ऐसे ही मिलने आए थे। थैंक यू।
हैप्पी बर्थडे विराट कोहली। हैप्पी बर्थडे विराट कोहली। আমি একদম তো পুরো ওয়ার্ল্ডের জন্য ইচ্ছা, এটা সে তো কোনো বলে বোঝার কোনো কথা নয়, কিন্তু আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ানদের কাছে যে আমাদের এটা গৌরব যে আমাদের আমরা ইন্ডিয়ানের প্ল্যাটফর্মে থেকে প্লেয়ার পেয়েছি।
Virat Kohli has been a huge inspiration for me growing up, and I think he has been a role model for a lot of people from my generation. On this birthday, I wish him nothing but the best so he can continue being a force to be reckoned with, and he continues inspiring a million other kids to take up the sport just like he inspired me.
So these were the fans who make the Virat phenomenon, and each and every day, in good and bad, in success and failure, celebrate Virat Kohli. On his birthday, from Team Rev Sports, on the eve rather, we wish him all the very best. The monstrosity of his achievements, the humongous nature or the corpus of runs he has scored, and yet he isn't done yet. The one wish that we have for him, on the 19th of November, let his teammates carry him on their shoulders exactly like the way he did for Sachin. Virat Kohli, a very happy birthday from Team Rev Sports. So as we celebrate Virat Kohli's birthday all over the city and everywhere else, the truth is there is a match on as well, and a match that India needs to win. And in trying to do so, what India has done is they have won the toss and decided to bat first. And what is supposedly a batting belter at the Eden Gardens. No change is what I'm being told. Unchanged Indian team going into this clash against South Africa at the Eden Gardens. Once again, India has won the toss. Rohit Sharma and his boys will bat first. So Virat Kohli will bat first. Those are scenes from outside the Eden Gardens. If I could ask my producer to come back and quick comments from my studio guests. Raja Raman and Rohan Chaudhary is just back from Eden Gardens, seeing the atmosphere. Win toss, bat first. Twice South Africa chased. One they lost. One they won by 1 wicket. Is that a reason?
Definitely it is a reason, because South Africa is not the best when it is changing. And I think the other point is that India wants to try itself after scoring and try to defend. It has done that a couple of times in the tournament already. They will want to do it again, and that's probably why Rohit Sharma is pushing the bowlers under due, where the wicket might get better on the lights. He's going to challenge the bowlers today. The challenge is really with the batters, Virat Kohli and company. Shed the emotion aside. It's been a very emotional couple of days. Birthday celebrations and all of that. India has got to shut off the emotions and play some smart cricket.
Tabraiz Shamsi in place of so they get an extra spinner. Yes, Tabraiz Shamsi in place of Kutsia. So they get an extra spinner, South Africa. That's the update from the ground. Rohan Chaudhary just back from Eden Gardens to try and soak in the atmosphere. Shakil, can we have some visuals that Rohan has just filmed? How is it like?
It's crazy. As I was telling about the emotions, it's all emotions, because none of the fans are much worried about the game. They're saying that it's already sorted, because we are already in the semi-final. We just want Virat Kohli to score the century. And for that, I thought bowling first would have been better. South Africa can go something around 280.
Virat Kohli will get an opportunity to bat first.
Virat Kohli chase is what they want to see.
So you want him to chase? You want him to chase and get 100? My job is done. All like those
fans will be fans. They like to see Virat.
This is a visual ahead of the game. Not even India. Not even, sort of one ball has been pulled and this one.
This is 1 hour before. So I reached ground around 10:45. So the line was from Akashvani Bhavan Gate 12 and it's traced all the way to the stand road.
So he's talking about 2.5 kilometers.
And why not? Why not? Because this is the first game Eden Gardens is hosting of an India in the World Cup since that disastrous 1996 semi-final.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that.
I read this morning, I must be honest. Even I didn't realize that. I always thought that Eden Gardens and the World Cup big game, semi-finals, finals, are always associated. Unfortunately, I needed to be updated.
Yeah, I mean, even I didn't realize
that. So it is a big game, but Dada, it is no longer just the denizens of Kolkata who are getting to the ground. I've had friends come from Dubai, from Hyderabad, from all over the place. And I think the world is congregating in Kolkata to celebrate Virat Kohli's birthday and maybe an 8th win of India.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, the people from South Africa also who've come here, and they are also there at the Eden Gardens. There's a lady who we've spoken to, I think Rohan has spoken to.
She was of the opinion that I don't care if South Africa loses, I will see Virat century.
Unbelievable. I mean, she should be given an honorary Indian citizenship or Kolkata citizenship.
In the same, because South Africa has also booked the place.
So that's the thing. You know, both the teams have gone through. So anything should happen, but let Virat be a success today. There's something very unique. Let me toss to that. There's something very unique which is around Red Road. If you're from Kolkata, you know. Red Road is about a kilometer from the Eden Gardens. And they've done beautifully all along Red Road, all the 4800s. Cutouts have been installed depicting each 100. We've got that video which was shot by Devashish Sen and Rohan Chaudhary. Take a look. There are unique ways of celebrating a man's birthday, and this is one such. Virat Kohli is Kolkata's favourite son, India's favourite son, and is on 4800s at the moment in one-day international cricket. And this is a unique way of celebrating the 48. On Red Road, which is 5 minutes from Eden Gardens, there are cutouts of each of the 48 tons. If you are walking from Red Road and parking your car and going into Eden Gardens to watch India-South Africa, you can't miss it. Absolutely brilliant way to building the atmosphere, to setting the tempo, to creating the passion and setting it all up for the king to take centre stage at the Eden Gardens against South Africa. This is a brilliant, brilliant rendition of fan passion here in Kolkata. Debashish Sen captures it all on camera on his way to the Eden Gardens. Take a look. So there you go. Beautiful cutouts all along Red Road and up to Eden Gardens. Fantastic. I mean, and we come back to the comfort of the studio, but our colleagues are still there. Shubham Chakraborty, Rohan was there, Gargi is there, Ishan is there, and Devashish, of course, is filming and sending us all these visuals from there. We'll go to them. We'll go to them in what? 4-5 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Let me take comments from Raja. Bat first. India. Good bat.
Terrific. I think, like I said, he's challenging the bowlers. Rohit Sharma is challenging the bowlers and South Africa. Saying we will post a score. India has been batting beautifully. Everybody's got runs at the top except Surya Kumar Yadav, who just fell short of a half century. Otherwise, everybody's got runs. Same thing with South Africa. It's going to be a batter versus batter contest. But I think Rohit Sharma has done well to give the bowlers the cushion of a big score. The ball in the batter's court, so to say. And if Rohit, Shubman Gill, Virat and the rest of them score runs, India is on its way to win. Great start winning the toss and then deciding to bat first.
Okay, a good start in terms of winning the toss and batting first, Rohan. Fans from all around, as in, did you see Bangladeshi fans, other fans as well?
South Africa fans, I have seen quite a few. We saw.
But you said some Bangladeshi fans talking to you in Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bangladeshi fans are here only because they have been here for the start only. And
what was the game?
There were English fans, England fans in India jersey. So they were saying that we came to support in England, but they are at the bottom of the table. So we just turned colors and today we are going to rooting for India.
But what are the Bangladesh fans saying?
Bangladesh fans are saying, Bhaijan, as a Kohli Bhai jodi amader century kore dite pare otte bhalo kichu hote
I know at least one whose heart I think some of the journalists in India won last night.
That's exactly why I was asking.
With an amazing gesture. The tiger that they were carrying was torn to shreds in Pune, and some journalists got together and gifted a tiger to the Bangladeshi fan. I don't think countries can come together better than this.
Okay.
It was a brilliant gesture.
Okay, so Raja, referring to a gesture from last night, which Shubha and Devashish and the others were part of. So why don't we see that? Abhi, can you play that video that Raja had just referred to?
So Pune में एक इंसिडेंट हुआ था जहाँ पे हमारे बांग्लादेश के सुपर फैन जो शोएब अली है उनके साथ बहुत दुर्व्यवहार हुआ था। उनका जो टाइगर लेके वो जो घूमते थे, बांग्लादेश की निशानी लेके जो वो घूमते थे, उसको कुछ फैंस ने, उनको मैं फैंस भी नहीं बोलूंगा, उनको वो फाड़ दिया था, वो फाड़ कर दिया था उस फैंस का, उस टाइगर का। तो अभी हम लोग जितने भी यहाँ पे जर्नलिस्ट है जो शोएब अली को बहुत सालों से देख रहे हैं, अंकन है मेरे साथ, सौरभ रे है, संदीपन है, अभिषेक त्रिपाठी जी है, देवाशीष सेन है, मामा के नाम से फेमस है, और शोएब अली है। तो हमारे सबके सारे इंडियन फैंस के बिहाफ से, सारे इंडियन जर्नलिस्ट के बिहाफ से हम शोएब अली को एक छोटा सा गिफ्ट देना चाहते हैं। संदीपन, अभिषेक की मामा आप लोग दीजिए। So this is a token of love or token of appreciation for this Bangladeshi fan and all the Bangladeshi fans. So Shoaib, একটু এগিয়ে গিয়ে বলো কি বলতে চাও।
তার ধন্যবাদ জানাই ইন্ডিয়া অল জার্নালিস্ট যারা আমাকে সবসময় ফোন দিয়েছে খোঁজখবর নিতে, স্পেশালি মামাকে তো সবাই চিনেন, তাই যে দাদা সব সাংবাদিক এবং ইন্ডিয়ার দর্শক অনেকেই। তো এই বাঘ কিন্তু 4-5টা হয়ে গেছে, ধন্যবাদ জানাই তাদেরকে, অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ দাদা আপনাদেরকে। আর যে এই কাজটা করছে সে কখনোই ক্রিকেট ফ্যান হতে পারে না, কারণ এটা আসলে দেশের একটা বদনাম। যারা এই ধরনের কাজ করে তারা কখনো ক্রিকেট ফ্যান হতে পারে না। তা ধন্যবাদ জানাই সবাইকে, ধন্যবাদ আপনাদেরকে।
কালকে আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ান টিমের জন্য কিছু বলো।
ইন্ডিয়ার টিম তো চ্যাম্পিয়ন হবে।
Okay, so there you go. Raja says, good toss to win back first. Rohan says, amazing atmosphere at the Eden Gardens. When I was driving around 11 o'clock from there on my way to the studio, the build-up had started. We've got a full team there today. Ishan Shane from Mumbai is coming here. You know, our entire gang. Gargi's coming from Delhi. Rohan obviously was there. Shubhan's there. Devashish is there. Rahul is there. So what are they doing? You know,
eSoundtracks.com.
Well, we're at Eden Gardens where India will be contesting against South Africa. Both the teams have been so relentless in their World Cup campaign. Both one of the strongest teams here. But we're at the Eden Gardens and today it's going to be all about the batting. South Africa batting versus the Indian batting. And the only column where South Africa is above India right now is the batting department with the net run rate. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely, they have been in smashing form. Look at the way Quinton de Kock is playing. Already 4 centuries. He's eyeing that elusive 5th century mark in the World Cup. And of course, you look at the middle order also. Aiden Markram, Rassie van der Dusen has joined the party. Then comes the dangerous 3 of Aiden Markram, Heinrich Klaasen. Heinrich Klaasen, I think, has been the story of this entire World Cup. The way he's batting, the way he has transformed himself in the last couple of years, it's just beyond something. So it's going to be a special match today.
Yeah, I completely agree with him. The South African batsmen are playing really well. All of them are in great form. But before we get back to this topic, we've got some super fans here. Sir, आपको कुछ बोलना है? विराट कोहली का बर्थडे है.
विराट कोहली का बर्थडे और वो उसको हमको गिफ्ट देने वाले सेंचुरी बना के साथ इसी दिन के लिए वो 2 सेंचुरी वो मिस हुए और भगवान इसी दिन के लिए रखा होगा सेंचुरी.
और अगर उसे मार लिया तो आप क्या करेंगे सेलिब्रेशन के लिए?
मार ले सेलिब्रेशन तो मारेगा नहीं, फिर भी हम जीत के करेंगे, लेकिन मार लेकर सोने पे सुहागा हो जाएगा.
आपको कुछ बोलना है?
बस यही चाहते हैं कि विराट कोहली आज 100 बनाए. बर्थडे है, हम सबको, पूरे देश को उसका बर्थडे गिफ्ट चाहिए.
चीयर करें जोर से.
यस, कोहली 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 कोहली.
Thank you. So as you can see, the excitement in Eden Gardens as well is just fantastic. The crowd is building up, the excitement is increasing. But coming back to the topic about what he said about the South African batsmen, they're a class act, but our Indian bowlers as well are getting in really good form. Mohammad Shami picked up a 5 for last game, so he's expected to deliver a terrific performance even this time around. All of them seem to be doing really well. I'm super excited. What do you think?
I am of course very excited about Mohammad Shami's form at the moment because I had the good luck of meeting Snehashish Ganguly, the president of CAB, and he told me that the pitch will give all there is, all purchase to the fast bowlers, and there's going to be a lot of bounce on the wicket. Will Shami be your man tonight?
Oh, of course he has to be the man. The way he has been bowling 14 wickets already in 3 matches, 2 5 for, 1 4 for, and he's the local boy. He knows this pitch better than anyone in this Indian team. He has played a lot of Ranji games here, and Shami, if you see the way he has been training, when he was not there in the playing 11, he was the best bowler in that. From the nets, he was the best bowler without a shadow of doubt, and he has transformed that intensity, that the way, the hunger, that how can you drop me here? He's one of the most experienced player. You look at the 2015 World Cup, you look at the 2019 World Cup, now the 23 World Cup. Shami has been picking wickets for fun in every edition of the World Cup. So he's a special bowler. Plus, now in an age of wobble seam, scrambled seam, Shami is a traditional bowler who backs his skills, who backs his wrist position, and he backs the team to the seam to do his job. So a special bowler and expecting a special performance from him again.
And if I could just add to that, I think Mohammad Siraj as well has gotten back to his groove. He's picked up 3 wickets in the last game. So Siraj, Shami together seem like a pair which can cause a lot of trouble to even a strong South African batting lineup. So
Absolutely, and I would just like to ask Rohan to show the fans, because it is incredible what is happening over here, because there are so many fans from all over Kolkata, from all over India that are coming here. And look at this, everyone's so excited for Virat Kohli. It's his birthday, everyone's anticipating his 49th 100. So this is going to be incredible for India.
So we have a South African fan outside the Eden Garden, and he has travelled all the way from Johannesburg to back his team. Can Proteas remove that choker's tag and win the World Cup? That's the biggest question around the South African fans.
It's also for us. We thought in Chennai it was over, right? And they fought back, which is the first time we're seeing them coming back so strong. So we are hopeful. Not so sure we'll win, but we definitely want them to do a good showing.
What are you expecting from the Eden Gardens crowd? You can see the madness
It's my
around.
first time to Eden Gardens. It's a very special place. I'm looking forward to the atmosphere, to the fans, to the noise. It's going to be great.
And Virat Kohli's birthday, you are a South African fan, but anything.
My girlfriend, she's the Virat Kohli fan.
Bring her, call her. She's busy with another interview. But all the best. Enjoy the game. Hope you are liking Kolkata. Hope you are enjoying the hospitality.
Oh, we're loving Kolkata. It's been fantastic. Chennai was also good. And all the best for India, guys. All the best.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the game.
Okay, South African batting right now is on the top. Indian batting is also on the top, but it is Virat Kohli's day today. Because look at everyone talking about Virat Kohli. You're a big Virat Kohli fan yourself. Are you looking forward to that century?
Happy birthday, Virat.
Are you looking forward to the century?
Absolutely. He needs to equal Sachin's number of centuries in ODIs. Really looking forward to it. He's the greatest batsman of our generation.
But if he does that, South Africa will be in trouble.
That's okay. It's Virat's day. We're here for Virat.
But if South Africa loses tonight, it could mean the semi-finals
No, we're qualified already, so it's all good. This is a dead rubber. So we're here for all things good. Quinton century, Virat century, good batting.
So you don't mind that South Africa loses tonight, because it's all about Virat, right?
Absolutely. We've qualified for the semi-finals. If we lose now, it's okay.
Okay, and you're a Virat Kohli fans as well?
Yes.
Yes, थोड़ी आवाज करिए.
Virat! Virat! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Virat! 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 Virat!
We're at the Eden Gardens and the atmosphere here is electrifying. Look at the fans. Oh, they've got a cake as well over here. If Rohan, you can please look at this. Virat Kohli fans going beyond their expectations and doing everything they possibly can to make birthday special.
And it's the craze. It's the craze of Kolkata fans. It's unmatchable.
Just look at the love. I'm from Mumbai, but I haven't seen the sort of love that I'm seeing right now. The craze for Virat Kohli is fantastic. जीतेगा भाई. Virat Kohli 100 मारेगा आज.
देखते हैं हम लोग बात करते हैं इन लोगों से. आज विराट का बर्थडे है. आप लोगों ने मास्क पहना है, ये स्पेशल बैनर बनाया है, केक बनाया है. क्या लग रहा है आज आएगा 49 सेंचुरी? जरूर आएगा. तो ये आपने किस ग्रुप के तरफ से बनाया है? और
विराट कोहली वेस्ट बंगाल फाउंडेशन, हेल्थ फाउंडेशन.
Frenzy outside the Eden Gardens, and yes, it's now time for the big prediction. Of course, everyone was waiting for India South Africa. Now that we are inching closer to the match, I'll ask Gargi and Ishan, what are you expecting?
I mean, this is going to be a tough contest. I think South Africa and India, finally, we are at a contest where it's going to be equal. It's going to be neck and neck. And at the Eden Gardens, the kind of pitches we're going to have, the kind of ground we're going to have right now, it's going to make it that much more exciting. But I think India has the slight edge.
Ishan? I have to agree with Gagi here. It's going to be a great match, a cracker of a game. Two teams, top two in the table, big match coming up. But I'll have to say India because they've been in just great form. The whole team has come together as a unit. So India.
If you ask me, I don't know whether I'll get a bit of a backlash on social media, but I feel South Africa will win this one. They have been amazing, and I think this pitch, Eden Gardens pitch, will suit their fast bowlers, suit Keshav Maharaj as well. I don't know whether I'll get some backlash on social media or not, but I feel South Africa will win this one just because of what I feel is the Eden Gardens pitch will assist the South African pacers. Indian pace bowling attack is better than them, but I think it's about time that India lose one game, put that losing thing out of their way, and head into the semi-final with that feeling of losing the match and getting more hungrier. So
I don't know about social media, but he's going to get some backlash from me for sure.
But yeah, let's see what happens in the match. Stay tuned to Ref Sports for more.
One question before I end from the camera person. So as Shubhan was mentioning, do you believe in the law of average?
No, not for this World Cup.
I think India will lose one match against Netherlands. I don't think they will lose, but that's why I feel today South Africa will come.
But
one bad match in one bad final, 15 minutes can cost us the semi-final.
Absolutely, that's true. But then I also think because the crowd is on India's side today, you know, that kind of gets under the nerves of the opposition. I've seen that. You come under pressure when the crowd is that loud and, you know, they're chanting Virat.
But you know, Eden Gardens crowd has always supported the team who has played well. So if a 15-minute good spell by Lungi Ngidi or Kagiso Rabada or even a Keshav Maharaj or a good start by Quinton de Kock, I am pretty sure this the Eden Gardens crowd will clap Quinton de Kock or whoever plays well. So I think South African team is also going to get some backing from them.
Well, that's it then. It's going to be an amazing contest, and stay tuned to Ref Sports because we're going to be bringing a lot more from this match from Eden Gardens as well. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel Ref Sports.